We think we have quite a battle in store. The winner onto the NFC title game. And off we go here in the divisional round. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. On play action, Love. That's to Reed. He's got it. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Dobbs headed in motion. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Jacobs. He'll get about 2. Elijah Cansey in on the stop. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, it's Love. And that's going to be intercepted. A.J. Terrell has it. And the Buccaneers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
We talked at the start of the game, Mike, the energy in this stadium, and now after that early turnover, it's certainly not going to help quiet this crowd. They clearly came into this game facing an uphill battle, and they've made it here even harder on themselves with that early turnover.
They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Mike, I have to be honest. When offenses come up with run play designs, blocking the corner is not really a big priority. But in this case, great job not only forcing it on the outside, but defeating the block, coming up and making the tackle, and keeping it to no gain.
Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. There's Evans. He's got it. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. To throw is Mayfield. That is caught. He got Godwin. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. So not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Right back to Irving. And he'll take this down to about the 7. They send Godwin in motion. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. Hard running, close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak. Trying to find an opening, but too good in the middle from the defense. They stop this up, and now it is 4th down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
They'll run with White. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Rashad White, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Buccaneers are out to a 7-0 lead here in this divisional playoff matchup. Seven 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And it will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. 1 quarter down in this NFC divisional round matchup. 7-0 is our score. We'll have more from Tampa after this. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Now he'll run.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Back to throw is Love. Out wide, it's Doubs. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. Love. This one, incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here's Mayfield working from the pistol. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Just nowhere to go once he catches this ball. You see, he's doing everything in his power to make guys miss and break tackles. Think he ended up doing a little bit too much because he ends up going backwards.
3rd and 6. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. And that'll set up 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll go. Mayfield. A short one there to Otten. And he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Dobbs headed in motion. Love to throw it on 1st down. This one up top for Dobbs. A big gainer for Green Bay. 45 yards. Here's Jacobs. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. 2 choices down there. Either work it up inside or use that speed to the edge. And Greggy's able to sneak it in for the touchdown.
Down here this close, Mike, there's a lot of bodies in there tight. So oftentimes, if you can get the back on the edge, they can rely on that speed, and that's exactly what we saw here. He wins the race to the pylon, and he's rewarded with 6 points.
So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds. And the ball comes out to the 40-yard line. Baker gonna give it to Irving. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Baker. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up, and now he loses the football. The Packers have it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Third and long. Dobbs headed in motion. From the gun on third down, it's Love. He needed 13, and that's exactly what he got. By the nose of the football, it's a first down.
And that just can't happen. Third and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long first down.
And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10. Now Love. Now he'll run it.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Second and 7. Here's Love to throw. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass. Here's third and 7. Love to throw. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. Dobbs headed in motion. On fourth down, Love. That's over the middle and intercepted. He gets free. Still on the move. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Tampa. So they make the decision on fourth down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on fourth down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On first and 10, here's Love. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Back to the air, it's Love. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 25 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Green Bay first down. Throwing is Love. He keeps it himself. Love going to get to the ground, avoid the contact, and pick up a first down. He'll drop to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's first and goal. Here's Love. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. We are set for the second half kickoff. One of these teams ready to book a date in the NFC Championship game next week. And we are back at it with the third quarter. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. The drive begins with a run by White. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Here's Irving. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Baker gonna hand it to White. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And he's gonna have a Buccaneers first down. At least it appears that way. He got it maybe by the length of the football.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force fourth down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the first down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And Listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Mayfield to throw it here on first down. He'll go left side here and complete this one.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
He'll push forward for about a yard. Javon Bullard there on the tackle. On third down, it's Irving. Trying to drive his way forward. I think he is short, and he is. That means fourth down coming up.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down. They'll try to sneak it here. And he's going to have a Bucs first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
Pretty simple here, Mike. Every team, they have this sheet up in the box. It's their own analytics telling them when to go for it, when not to go for it. And in this spot, their metrics say go for it, sneaks the call, first down.
They send Godwin in motion. On first down, here's Irving. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now Mayfield. That one intercepted. Picked off by Evan Williams. And the Packers are going to take over here at their own 22.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. He's going to run it. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
Mike, this is an impressive run, especially considering the fact it was zone coverage. That's a lot of defenders with eyeballs in the backfield focused on the quarterback. So to be able to escape the pocket and pick up good yardage, really good play.
On first down, it's Love. That complete to Jacobs. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
He'll tuck it and take off. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Here we go. 3rd and a yard. Dobbs headed in motion. Loose inside the 30. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Receiver in motion, going right. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Dobbs headed in motion. He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he will score. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. To throw is Mayfield. He'll find his running back, White. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. This one complete to Palmer. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the handoff, it's Irving. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. It has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
They'll go again here with Irving. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. To throw is Mayfield. This one complete. It's Jalen McMillan. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Here is 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
A field goal only ties it. When you find yourself this close, you're thinking 6. Let's take the lead. But now after that first down loss, it really changes the approach now on 2nd and 3rd. You have to at least come away with points.
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. Now Mayfield. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Chris Godwin. Touchdown Buccaneers. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Dobbs headed in motion. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here's 2nd down. Dobbs headed in motion. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Packers. A gain of 16 yards. And the Packers first down. In motion, Reed. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll drop to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
This one is caught by Reed. 11 yards for number 11. And a first down.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Oh, yeah. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. Motion man, set right. Here's 2nd down and 3. From the gun, it's Love. That is into the hands of Wicks. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. Packers going to use their final timeout now. And it comes with 36 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Now, first and goal. Sending a receiver right. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal.
The kick is good. Makes the score Packers 24, Buccaneers 21.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep, pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
Here's first down. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Throw left side, pulled in by Evans. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Baker to throw. And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Keyshawn Nixon.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he finds a little bit of space. They'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. In motion, Reed. On the move past the 40. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. It's a big play when they needed it the most. An even 40 yards. They'll put a receiver in motion right. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second. In motion, Reed. And he'll be taken down. So, it's a win here for the visiting Packers. They are able to do something that not easy to do. Get a win away from home in the playoffs. For their troubles, they've got a date next Sunday in the conference championship game.
Yeah, thinking